This is Dr. Beverly Forsyth, Professor of English with Odessa College, and I want to take a minute to discuss the broken window theory and social responsibility. Criminologists James Wilson and George Kelling developed the broken window theory. In fact, you can find their article, Broken Windows, which was published in The Atlantic, on the internet. You don't have to go through a special database or anything, just do a Google search. Although not easily defined, the broken window theory explains how crime spreads in the community. A broken window is a symbol of chaos and disorder. Crime spreads because the perception is that no one cares. One broken window leads to another broken window, leads to graffiti, to trash, to junked up cars, to discarded furniture. All of these things are a result of decay, chaos, and neglect. A ripple is created, and that ripple is followed by another ripple. A well-camped area sends a message that someone cares, someone is in charge, someone is watching. An area that falls into chaos and neglect leads to despair, more chaos, more neglect. The feeling is contagious. The perception is that no one cares, no one is in charge, and no one is watching. If you will notice, I have included the link to The Atlantic, which is authored by the criminologist that came up with the broken window theory. In The Tipping Point, How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference, award-winning writer Malcolm Gladwell states that crime is the inevitable result of disorder. If a window is broken and left unrepaired, people walking by will conclude that no one cares and no one is in charge. Soon, more windows will be broken, and the impression of anarchy will spread from the building to the street on which it faces, sending a signal that anything goes. In a community context, a broken window is a symbol, a signal, an invitation, a ripple, a contagion, a feeling of despair, hopelessness, separation, the other, the side of town where no one wants to live. Let's define what a community is. And if you were to look up that word, you would find that community actually is any group that has common or shared characteristics. It can be a block, it can be an area of town, there can be communities within communities. According to dictionary.com, a community is a social group of any size whose members reside in a specific locality, shared governance, and often have a common cultural and historical heritage. For this assignment, let's start with your block. Every community starts with a home. People make a community. I want you to start looking at problem areas in your community. And when I say your community, your block, your street, your alley. So I want you to look at the trash, the plastic shopping bags, the plastic bottles, broken glass, old discarded furniture in yards, junk cars, dead trees, broken windows, graffiti, and unkept lawns. By cleaning up your community, you can reshape how people respond. The little actions you do each day can and do create a ripple for better or worse. By understanding this ripple effect and your role in the broken window theory, you can help improve your neighborhood, which will in turn reshape how others respond to it. This assignment is to make you aware that you can help change your neighborhood by incorporating small but strategic strategies that you can do to beautify your home, your neighborhood, your community. I want you to research 3 things that you can do to make your home, your vehicle, your block, your school, your church, your alley, and your street a cleaner, neater, safer place. This paper will use the 5-paragraph academic format. In the introduction, you will briefly describe the broken window theory. Your introduction, used in the broken window theory, should evaluate the negative impact of unkept areas, trash, dead trees, broken windows, and graffiti in your area. Your introduction also needs to establish where is your neighborhood. Is it Odessa, East Odessa, the South Side? Make sure you identify the city and state. How does a trashy, unkempt area make people feel? And why is crime often associated with decay and deterioration? The introductory paragraph will have a thesis sentence. A thesis sentence simply says what you're going to write about in your essay. It gives a very direct, specific focus. I have provided a couple of sample thesis statements. In order to beautify my home, I will actively employ 3 strategies. Another, this essay will identify 3 strategies that I will implement in my daily life to help contribute to a positive neighborhood ripple effect. You notice one thesis statement is very simple, the other is a little bit more complicated. Now we'll move to the body of the essay. The body of the essay must have 3 support paragraphs. It may have more than 3, but it must have 3. Each support paragraph must have a topic sentence. The topic sentence must be the first sentence in each support paragraph. Each support paragraph must use specific examples. Students are often confused about topic sentences. It's true, the topic sentence is the first sentence in each support paragraph, but a topic sentence gives direction to that paragraph. If you talk about it in your topic sentence, that's the only thing you can talk about in that paragraph. I've given an example here on this particular page. To help reduce plastic bag use, I will use a marketing bag which will reduce the plastic grocery bags which clutter my home streets. The only thing you can talk about in this paragraph is the marketing bag and how it will reduce the plastic bag clutter. In this paragraph, you would explain why it is important. Explain why the plastic grocery bags have become a problem in your area, and you might even look at how long does it take for a plastic sack to decompose. Another topic sentence might be, I will rake the area behind the fence and around the dumpster located in my alley. Although I realize I'm providing a lot of sample topic sentences, I hope you're getting the idea that it's the simple things I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on things that are within your control to change. So let's talk about some more topic sentences. I will dig up and dispose of a dead bush located in the front yard. I will help my father haul off an old couch from the backyard. I will help my neighbor trim the dead branches from his front yard tree. Another sample topic sentence. I will purchase and use a water purifier so I can enjoy the taste of water without adding to the growing plastic bottle problem. Look around. See how many plastic bottles are just discarded. How long does it take for a plastic bottle to decompose? If you use this technique, this strategy, how much money would you save over a week's time? Just you yourself calculate how many plastic bottles of water do you in a day, a week, a month, and take that away from the neighborhood. I realize that I'm providing you with a lot of sample topic sentences, but I want you to think small. If you choose something large that goes against your personality, then you won't do it. I would like you to think of small things that you can implement in your life that will make a difference. Sample topic sentence. I will gather up trash from my vehicle weekly and dispose of it in a waste container. How many times have you just seen someone clean out their car and just throw it out on the ground? When someone does this, it essentially says that they do not care. After all, what is one more piece of trash when the neighborhood is already filled with so much trash? How will cleaning out your vehicle help reduce neighborhood trash? Would you collect the pieces of trash daily, or would you wait several days before you cleaned out your car? Sample topic sentence. To alert city officials, I will use the city's website to report unsightly areas needing cleanup. Is there a phone number that you can call to report a problem? Is there a website for reporting such issues? Do you think a phone number or website, are these things important? What if city officials do not respond? Will you contact them again or just drop it? Most people are reluctant to use a reporting website. If this goes against your personality, then this would not be an effective strategy for you. At last, we have come to the conclusion. You've written your introduction, you've written your support paragraphs. For your conclusion, I want you to evaluate how your actions can contribute to the ripple effect in a positive way if you take the small, cumulative steps you have proposed. Remember, I want you to think small. I want you to think plausible. Explore the possibility that a maintained neighborhood can change how you and others feel about your community. In Blog for a Cause, Cyber Ron summarizes the broken window theory. This contagion process is made possible through a very deep sense of emotional stirrings. This is the kind of emotion that moves people, the emotion that yields to some gradual effects bringing about long-term effects. If undesirable epidemics have tipping points, the opposite also powerfully creates tipping points. Simply by starting on little things instead of grand acts, of small effects rather on large-scale intervention. Never belittle the capacity of small things. Do not disregard small details. Do not trivialize the value of minor contribution. Learn to appreciate the power of ripples. Gladwell's tipping point explains how little things can make a big difference indeed. The very last slide, you will see a list of sources, some that I think you would enjoy consulting. Also, you can Google broken window theory and come up with a lot of excellent material. You'll notice that I referred to the article by George Kelling and James Wilson earlier, and you can find that on the internet. Just put in their name, Broken Windows, and you'll find that in the Atlantic. This is Dr. Beverly Forsyth, and I have enjoyed visiting with you.